Computer takes forever to get it pulled up. I also just put their stats right here.
Yep.
Got all kinds of good tasty nuggets there. This is great. This is nice. Nice and cozy.
I apologize in advance
Wrap
for
in,
touching
buddy.
your leg.
Well, you know. Yeah. Just remember, there's no way to view this during commercial breaks. So as soon as they turn that stream on, which I'm assuming they'll turn it on around the 5-minute mark, if not now, we are we're hot. We're hot. Webcast has not started. Okay.
said they didn't know why they weren't up yet.
Hillsboro and Tabor College, the site of our KCAC Radio Network broadcast featuring Tabor and the Southwestern Mound Builders. Alongside Levi Esses, I'm James Westling. Cody Blair is producing and engineering tonight's statewide broadcast. Tabor on the women's side enter at 8-3 in league. Meanwhile, Southwestern 3-8. But it was a close game in the first matchup back in November, and Tabor's coming off a loss, while Southwestern's coming off a big road win at Bethany.
Yeah, they've won 2 of their last 3. That is the Mound Builders, and they may have the best player in the conference on their roster. Jordan Miller, the 6-foot senior from Wichita, Kansas, went to Bishop Carroll High School. 4-year player, has played in 102 career games in all League 4, averages nearly 20 points per game since January of her sophomore year. So talented group there with Jordan Miller. A couple keys to this game for Southwestern. They got to keep the game low scoring. Southwestern only averages about 60 points per game. They're 9th in the KCAC. They had 63 points against Bethany in the 54-point win. So they're going to keep the game low scoring and slow pace. Don't let Tabor get out and run. They like to run the floor. So Southwestern needs to just kind of play a slow, methodical game. The second key for to victory for them, the other players on the bench and on the floor need to step up. And they've had some players over the course of this last month. They don't have much of a bench, but they have had a second scorer, a different scorer each time go off lately. And so Southwestern's going to need that. They're going to need that offensive production from someone else other than Miller. For Tabor College, it's all about the guard play. They have a 4-guard lineup. They use it a lot. They rely heavily on it, so the guards have to play well tonight. And then the tempo. Tabor likes to get up and down the floor. They like to shoot threes, so they like to push it when they can. So if they can get Southwestern, if they can get them to play at a little bit faster pace, they'll have some success tonight. This is a tough game for Tabor. They've lost a couple of their last games. They lost to Ottawa last week and Kansas Wesleyan on Wednesday night. So this is a big game for Tabor. They're 8-3 in KCAC play. They're at second, looking up at Friends at 9-2.
This is a Tabor team that is 8-3 in league, but they are missing their leader, Morgan Ediger, an all-league guard who averages nearly 17 points per game. She broke her wrist on December 9th against Bethany, and Tabor 3-4 in the 7 games without her. They've lost 2 in a row in league for only the second time under Coach Sean Reed, and they've never lost 3 in a row in league play under Coach Reed. Southwestern 3-8 in league, coming off that 63-54 win at Bethany on Wednesday. Bethany had won 5 of their last 6 games entering that contest, but Southwestern held Bethany to just 31% from the floor. We'll pause for the national anthem, come back with starting lineups and tip-off. This is the KCAC Radio Network.
Is a part of the reality for various people in our country and around the world. We invite all of us to join in a moment of silent unity for bringing justice, healing, and wholeness anywhere it is needed. Please join me in a moment of silence. And now, Father in heaven, we just want to praise you for this day that you've given to us, a day where we've been able to work and serve and interact with other people. We don't take that for granted, Lord. And we certainly don't take for granted the opportunity to enjoy the great game of basketball. We first just ask that you would give the players that compete this evening the ability to be at the top of their game. We also ask that you would watch over them and spare them from injury. Father, we think about the officials and the coaches and the importance of their ability to see the game clearly. And we just pray that you would give them that kind of wisdom this evening. And for all of us, Lord, who call ourselves fans, as we cheer and just encourage our teams with passion. We just ask that you give us a sense of sportsmanship and a calling that would help us to represent you well. We pray it all in Jesus' name and for his sake. Amen.
We invite everyone to remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to Hillsboro. It's time now for our starting lineups. First for the visitors from Winfield, the Southwestern Mound Builders, 4-15, 3-8, coached by Whitney Corley. In her third season, she's an 05, a Southwestern alum. They'll start Jasmine Lasky, a 5'6 sophomore guard from Edmond, Oklahoma, averaging 8.5 points per game. Taylor Henderson is a 5'10 guard, a senior from Sapulpa, Oklahoma, averaging 9.2. Another guard is Marissa Evans, a 5'6 sophomore from Wichita North, averaging 7.3. And the fourth guard is Michaela Canada, a 5'5 sophomore from Queens, New York, averaging 5.9. And then the lone forward for Southwestern is Jordan Miller, 6' senior from Wichita, averages 19 points per outing. She is playing in her 103rd career game here tonight for the Builders. On the other side for Tabor, 11-6, 8-3 in league. They are 5-4 at home this year, coached by Sean Reed in his 7th season, 127 wins and 74 losses. Amber Bottom will start tonight. She's a guard, 5'4 senior from Skiatook, Oklahoma, averaging 7.2. Another guard is Taylor Deniston, a 5'4 junior from Holcomb, Kansas, averaging 12.5. Sammy Jo Peterson is a guard, a 5'7 freshman from Cottonwood Falls, Kansas, averaging 8.3. Tristan Leisler, another guard, 5'7 junior from Concordia, averaging 8.8. And the lone forward is Kristen Weedle, a 5'11 junior from Burns, Kansas, averaging 6.9 points per game, has 16 blocks on the year.
Well, this is a Blue Jays team, James, that is fundamentally sound. They are in sync. This is an experienced ball club. They don't make mistakes. They are a mistake-free basketball team. They have either won the KCAC regular season or the tournament championship 4 years in a row. And this is a tough place to play here in Tabor, or in Hillsboro, here at Tabor College. But Southwestern, they're on a little bit of a roll. They've won 2 of their last 3 ball games, and they beat Bethany on Wednesday night, which was a big upset. Bethany 6th in conference play at 10-8 overall, 6-5 in KCAC play, making noise, but Southwestern able to beat them as they won 63-54 in that contest. So I expect this game to be really, really good, especially with Ediger on the bench with a broken wrist.
Southwestern, they are dressed in the road black and purple. Tabor wears the home whites. It says Tabor across the front in the royal blue with yellow gold trim. Tabor controls the tap, and they have it as they work to our right here in the half-court set. Taylor Deniston, an all-league point guard up high for the Jays, has it. She's killed her dribble. Flings it left to Leisler. Left of the arc, steers her bounce here to the near side as she comes high. Gives to Denniston at the foul line. Back to the left. Tabor swings it over to Sammy Jo Peterson, one of the top freshmen in the league, and she has it poked out of bounds here on the near side by Marissa Evans. It stays with Tabor. They inbound here at the head of the Jays bench.
Southwestern starting the game man-to-man defense and playing pretty good pressure defense right now. Tabor trying to use a lot of ball screens to get their dribble penetration here.
Leisler has it in the deep corner. A shot clock violation forced by Southwestern. After the deflection, Tabor didn't recognize the time on the ticker, and Tabor turns it over on their first offensive possession.
Well, really good defense to start the game for Southwestern. Good communication. Tabor just unaware of the shot clock.
Southwestern turns it over on their first trip down the floor. Jordan Miller trying to sling it across the lane. Poked free by Weedle, and Tabor comes away with a theft. No score. We've played a minute here in this first quarter of action. Game one of the doubleheader. Bonham launches a three from the coffin corner. It's off the heel too long, and the backside board collected by Miller for Southwestern.
Well, Peterson with a nice cut down the middle of the lane. Found Bonham in the corner, just unable to convert on that shot.
Canada, the rise and fire from mid-range right, about 12 feet away, goes 11, and the rebound grabbed by Bonham for Tabor. Both teams over here in the early action. 8:39 first quarter, no score.
A couple sloppy possessions there by Southwestern. Quick shot there by Michaela.
Denniston hedgehogs to the rim, carves her way inside, flips it up and in on the right-hand side of the glass, and it's 2-0 Tabor out in front. 90 seconds gone by here from Hillsboro. Southwestern with the ball. They lob it in the corner to Canada. Holds it triple threat, zips it out front to Miller. Trying to spin her way mid-post. It's turned away by Weedle. Back out front to Canada. Back pedals on the tail of that J logo. Got away with a push-off. Gets it to Miller, right point. Shot clock at 8. She soars in for a left-handed layup. Strong off the glass. Offensive rebound, Lasky. Kicks to the top to Henderson. And off to the right-hand side to Miller. Slings it out front to Lasky. Faking right, gliding left. Elevates and hits with hang time. Fading towards the inline. We're tied at 2 with 7:50 to go in the first.
Well, Lasky gets the rebound, then benefits from it. Gets inside. Leisler comes over to help. A nice move by Lasky and a nice kiss off the glass.
Denniston works to the left elbow. Sends it up high to Leisler. Top side. Gets it on the interior. In the lane to Weedle. Bumping with Miller. Misses a turnaround. And Southwestern claims the board. Up the floor to Canada. Wiggles left. Hits the trailer. Miller at the point. Off to the right to Evans. Evans slices through two defenders. Leans in for a short J that crawls off. And Tabor gobbles up the rebound.
Oh, Evans wants that one back. Point blank shot. Just too hard off the back iron.
Tied at 2. 3 minutes elapsed already here in this first quarter of action. It's a defensive battle. Leisler gets to the foul line. Can't curl down the lane line. Sends it up high to Denniston. Jacks a three. Money from the top of the circle. Denniston's got all 5 for the Jays, and they lead it 5-2.
Denniston uses a screen from Kristen Weedle effectively to make that three-point basket.
Lasky with an alley. Left lane line. The blow by on Peterson. And she lays it in. And Lasky, who averages 8.5 per night, was quiet on Wednesday against Bethany. Her first basket of the contest. It's 5-4. Tabor with 6:28 to go in the first.
The sophomore Lasky blows by the freshman Peterson for that bucket. A little bit of contact, but no call. And Lasky gets her first 2 baskets of the game, leading the Southwestern Mound Builders on the scoreboard. Only 4 points right now, and it's both by Lasky.
Lasky commits a reach and foul. Out near the top of the key, commits her first personal, first team foul. With 6:24 to go in this first quarter. 5-4, Tabor leads by 1. Curling to the foul line, putting it on the floor. It's Brubaker, and she's whistled for a walk on the head and shoulder fake.
Another rare turnover by Tabor. Their second in the KCAC with only 14 turnovers per game. They already have 2 early in this contest.
5-4 Tabor. Canada all the way to the rim, flips it up and in. An aggressive move by Michaela Canada, member of the KCAC all-name team.
Oh, nice.
It's 6-5. Southwestern has their first lead. 4 minutes gone by. The Builders gamble for a steal. Sammy Jo Peterson finds the cutter right down the boulevard. It's Leisler, and she lays it in on the left side.
Canada is close enough to Canada. She's from Queens, New York. She's right across the border there from Canada.
Tabor reclaims the lead. 5:40 to go here in this first session. Southwestern with the ball. Lasky being pestered on the arc by Sammy Jo Peterson. Head fake, can't get around her. Sends it out near the volleyball line to Henderson. She retreats out near the midcourt stripe. Wants a screen. Miller obliges. Sends it left to Canada. Canada doubled in the hot corner, struggling with her dribble. Sloppy bounce with 2 with 1 on the timer. Henderson has to hoist up a 3. Missing as it sputters off the near side. Rebound volleyed around the foul line and tracked down by Tabor's point guard Taylor Denniston. A junior from Holcomb, former Holcomb Longhorn, was an all-state kid.
Not sure how she hit the rim on that shot, but it was good awareness of the shot clock, but Tabor with a good box out and rebound.
Unruh has entered the lineup for Tabor. Gets it on the block to Leisler. Miss, stays with it, and her follows up and through as she tickles the net from in deep. The fall away goes. It's 9-6. Tabor by 3 with 4:48 to go here in this first quarter.
Great second effort by Leisler. Henderson was there for Southwestern, just unable to track down the rebound.
Henderson flips it along the in-line to Evans. She soars in, has her teardrop swatted away down low by Unruh. Unruh's 19th block of the year. That is 4th in the KCAC. Bonham checks in for Tabor here at the dead ball. With 4:38 to go in this first stanza, 9-6. Tabor leads it. Southwestern with the ball. Krusko has it left side. Gets it up high to Henderson, and she buries a 3. A catch and shoot tray. We're tied at 9.
37th three-point basket made by Henderson. She's a specialist in that area. 5th in the KCAC in threes.
4:22 to go first quarter. Deadlocked at 9, our second tie. Bottom hands out here on the near side to Peterson. Peterson wiggles to the foul line, turned away by Lasky. Whistles it down low to Unruh, bumping with Miller. The up and under dip goes off the heel and in the friendly roll for the junior from Heston.
Unruh with a nice move there to get to the middle of the basket. Good job by Miller not to foul.
It's 11-9. Tabor leads it. Leaning in down low, Miller goes to work and draws a foul from the right block. Southwestern's leading scorer. She has averaged nearly 20 points per game since January of her sophomore year when she was thrust into the starting lineup. And this year she's shooting a career best 52% from the floor. And she soaks the first charity to make it 11-10 at Tabor. With 3:53 to go here in this first quarter, Southwestern can tie with the second.
I'd like to say that I've had 20 points in a high school basketball game, but I never did. So she's obviously one of the best in the KCAC.
Played her high school ball at Bishop Carroll. She had plenty of 20-point games in high school. Didn't play a ton as a freshman, and then exploded about midway through her sophomore year. She's been all league since. Makes both free throws, even at 11. Tabor with the ball. Sammy Jo Peterson with an aggressive move, able to power it up and in with the left hand. It's 13-11. Tabor with 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter.
And here comes Southwestern.
Below the circle, kicks it in the corner. Catch and shoot 3 from Krusko, way off the mark. Hits off the top of the glass, and the rebound secured by Tabor.
Yeah, right off the side of that glass. But Southwestern pushing the ball on that made basket.
Bonham with it up high. Step back 3 off the dribble. Wide right, no. Rebound falls to Brubacher. She sends it back out front to Bonham, and Tabor gets a good look. Another look here and a reset, but they turn it over. Trying to lob it over the top to Weedle. She can't handle it. But Southwestern trying to keep it in play, fumble it out of bounds. And so Tabor maintains possession.
Yeah, Tabor with a fresh shot clock now down to 23 seconds, but they can work for a good shot here.
Under 3 to go here in the first. It's 13-11 in favor of Tabor, and they have the ball. Tabor gets it up high to Brubacher. Off to the left to Denniston. Looking for the cutter down low. Step back pop is an air ball. Missing from Unruh underneath. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touched by
There's Miller.
Southwestern.
Yeah, Miller's had a couple opportunities to grab that basketball and just grabbed it with one hand. And Miller knocks it out of bounds. Another fresh 30 here for Tabor.
Anna Marie Wilkin is checked in for Tabor. Denniston has it left point for the Jays. This is their third look here this possession. They get it to the foul line to Unruh. She hands to Denniston, works her way to the interior, and is able to lean in and knock it down.
Coach Corley not happy there, letting the Tabor player get inside like that.
Denniston has 7 of her team's 15, and she comes away with a steal, intercepting a pass from the wing to the interior. 15-11, Tabor by 4, 2 minutes and change to go here in this first quarter. Sean Reed directing traffic from way out near midcourt.
Yeah, Sean Reed slowing his offense down here, wants to run a set play.
Denniston has it left wing, the step back 3. Money! Denniston is feeling it. She's got 10 of Tabor's 18. 30-second timeout. Southwestern will stay here. Our KCAC network broadcast is powered by Next Tech Wireless. Haven't made the switch yet to Next Tech Wireless? Ask about their contract buyout program. Discover something different. Say hello to exceptional customer service and coverage everywhere you are with Next Tech Wireless. He's Levi Estes. I'm James Westling. Cody Blair on the controls. 1:53 to go in the first quarter. 18-11, and Tabor's on a 7-0 run.
Yeah, Tabor playing extremely well right now in this first half. And they had a big bucket from Taylor Denniston, who hits a 3. It was a design play for them. And so Tabor's going to come out of the timeout feeling good. And Southwestern trying to regroup here.
Krusko with it up high at the point for Southwestern. Zips it left to Evans down in the short corner. Gives to Miller. Shot clock's been cut in half. Southwestern has it out of a 30-second timeout. Trying to end the 7-0 Tabor run. 8 on the timer. Still working out deep on the right-hand side. Rogers struggling with her dribble. Gets to the interior, but a whistle and a carry called on Maddie Rogers. Being pestered out on the arc by Bonham, and she turns it over for Southwestern.
Rogers only averages 3.2 points per game, but she, as a freshman, was averaging 6 points per game, and that time trying to be aggressive, get to the hole, but carries the basketball.
Just over a minute to go. Moving screen set up high, called on Tabor. Tabor with the violation. It's Denniston, the guilty party. She commits her first. Southwestern gets it back. Tabor's on a 7-0 run. 18-11, our score in favor of Tabor with 65 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Rogers with it left sideline. One hands to the top to Evans. Faking right, jabbing left. Nothing develops. Gives to Rogers at the elbow. Curls to the inside. Turned away by the post. Sends it to the foul line to Miller. Her free throw line jumper. Toilet bowl's out. And the rebound secured by Tabor's Bonham.
Miller had a good look at that basket. Nice elbow jumper. Just didn't drop for her.
Tabor with it near front court. Denniston being harassed by Evans. Works to the foul line. Denniston all the way in. Left-handed layup. No, the scooper doesn't fall. Rebound tipped around down low. Falls to Tabor. Weedle finishes and one. Able to power it up and in. And Tabor's on a 9-0 run. And with a half minute to go in the first, they lead it 20-11.
Well, good job by Kristen Weedle. Crashing the boards on Denniston's layup attempt. And then takes it strong to the basket, gets her body into Miller, and Miller picks up her first foul of the game.
21-11. Weedle cans the second free throw. Southwestern with the ball with 20 seconds to go in the corner. Needing a basket. Tabor's on an 11-0 run. Evans trying to deliver as she slices between 2 defenders but can't finish at the rim with a big jump stop.
Evans, another good look at the basket. Just, again, too hard off that glass.
It's been one and done the whole quarter for Southwestern. Tabor keeping them off the boards on the offensive end. Missed running right-hander by Denniston, a fall away at the horn. And that'll do it through one. 21-11, Tabor leads it by 10. And they end the quarter on an 11-0 run. Back for the second after this. This is the KCAC Radio Network. Cody, we'll take a minute break here, okay? 1 minute. as we get set for the second quarter. Levi, it was 11-all. Tabor ends the period on a 10-0 run.
Yeah, did a nice job. They did it with some hot shooting, one from Taylor Dennison from behind the arc, and really being aggressive inside. Kristen Weedle with a nice rebound and putback, got to the foul line for an and-one situation. So aggressive play by the Blue Jays, and Southwestern looking to answer here in the second quarter.
Southwestern with the ball to start the second, working to our left against Tabor's man-to-man in the black and purple. Lasky heads to the elbow. Jump pass to the left to Henderson. 5 on the shot clock. Canada big steps down the left lane line. Flips to Evans. Dashing left with one. Another shot clock violation forced by the Tabor defense.
Yeah, another turnover by Southwestern, but good defense by Tabor. Great communication. Great calls on the ball screens, and Southwestern just lost track of the time.
21-11 in favor of Tabor. They're on a 10-0 run dating back to the last quarter. 9:16 to go here in the second, just underway in this second frame. They shovel it mid-post to Weedle, bumping with her man. Hands on the weave to Leisler, leans in for a 12-footer, short off the front lip, and the board cleared by Miller for Southwestern.
Southwestern looking for a bucket here.
Lasky looking inside, Miller's bottled up. They sling it left around the horn to the near side to Canada. Canada flips to Miller. Miller attacks along the left end line, heads to the basket. Shot halfway down, but it pinballs off from close range, and Tabor secures the board underneath along the base.
Southwestern had 3 or 4 buckets like that, or not buckets, but shots that have gone in and out like that, and can't buy a break right now.
Sammy Jo Peterson curls to the right end line, and she's held and fouled on the floor. They call it on Evans with 8:32 to go before the half. It's 21-11. Tabor leads it here at home.
Peterson, Tabor's top freshman, finds some room on the wing and attacks the basket, very aggressive.
Tabor 8-3 in league this year, trying to get to their 5th straight national tournament. They haven't left sideline. Trying to work it down low to the foul line. They send it to Weedle. Weedle with her back to the basket, flips it up high, working right. The Jays turn it over, trying to lob it to the high post. The miscue there from Megan Voth. And Southwestern with the steal on the other end. Canada drives in hard to the basket, but shuffles her feet on the jump stop and turns it right back over to Tabor.
Another turnover by the Mountain Builders, and Jasmine Lasky turning to her team and trying to motivate them. Tabor yet to find a basket here in this second period.
21-11. 7:48 to go here in the second. Neither club has scored here in the first 2+ minutes of this second frame. And a foul on a jump shot here as Denniston elevates from 15. Right elbow. She's hammered on the arm. They call it on Lasky, her second personal. Team foul number 2 in the quarter. Denniston's free throw too long off the back rim. Tabor has 3 players set to check in. Bonham checking in. Unruh spells Weedle. And they've got one set to spell the shooter. .746 second quarter, 21-11. Tabor misses them both from the line, and Tabor as a club, 76% from the stripe on the year, second best in the league as a unit, but Denniston goes over. A couple of rare misses by the PG. Southwestern fetches the rebound. Lasky bumping with her man. They call her for an offensive foul, shouldering her defender, trying to get into the lane. And with 7:32 to go in the second quarter, Tabor gets it back.
Lasky frustrated with herself. Try to go to the elbow with her drive and just led with that left arm with that arm bar and pushed the Tabor defender off her and gets called with her 3rd personal foul. Tabor
has brought in Alyssa Howard at the dead ball. They get it to Unruh, slips back door to Sammy Jo Peterson, and she lays it in. A hard pass from Unruh from the high post on target, and Peterson with the bunny.
Peterson with that nice backdoor cut, gets open and puts it in.
23-11 Tabor. And they're on a 12-0 run with 7:01 to go in the second. Southwestern trying to lob it back door to counter, throw it away. Another builder miscue, their 5th of the night.
Yeah, Miller trying to get the ball inside. Was knocked off her leg. and went out of bounds. And so Southwestern trying to get her active, but just unable to do so.
Leisler in traffic down low, catapults to the rim. She's fouled and one, and it's 25-11 Tabor on a 14-0 burst with 6:48 to go in the second. Leisler headed to the line for the hoop and the harm.
Leisler, great job, great body control on that basket. It goes to the foul line. She shoots 71% from the charity stripe.
She buries the three-point look to cap off the three-point play. 26-11 Tabor, pulling away here at home with 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Southwestern hasn't scored in over 6 minutes. Evans with it, being pestered here in the deep corner, throws it away, throws it at the feet of her teammate Maddie Rogers. She's trying to get it from the coffin corner out here on the wing. Southwestern with their 6th turnover, 6:34 to go before the half. It's 26-11 in favor of Tabor. They're on a 15-0 burst and they have the ball.
Yeah, the wheels are starting to fall off here for Southwestern. Tabor on a big-time run.
Howard veers left. A stop and start move out on the arc. Gets it back door to Bonham. Banker sits on the near side rim. It spun around and off. She's going to the free throw line for 2. Foul is on Rogers of Southwestern, and that is Southwestern's 5th foul in the period. So Tabor in the bonus with 6:17 to go before the break.
Well, we talked about them being in sync, and that time they were. The high post pass and then the backdoor cut by Bonham, and they found her. And there's an opportunity here for 2 free throws.
Bonham hits the first. It's 27-11 Tabor. Deep knee bend on the second. Lets it fly. Rips the cords on that one as well. 28-11. A 17-0 run by Tabor with 6:08 to go in the second quarter. Southwestern with it up high. They've turned it over on 3 of their last 4 possessions. Cusco flips to Evans. Just beyond the elbow. Sends it topside to Miller. A 3. Money from the head of the key.
Jordan Miller, the senior, making a big shot there for her squad from behind the arc. And Miller trying to get her team back into this game.
Howard struggling with her bounce. Sends it left wing to Sammy Jo Peterson. Long on a 3. The rebound secured by Southwestern. Foul line extended. They're pushing the tempo. Trailing right, Henderson, her 3. Yes! And Southwestern's hit back-to-back 3s. 30-second timeout. Tabor with 5:25 to go before the half. 28-17 Jays.
There were no Blue Jays around the area in transition to guard Henderson. Henderson was wide open in transition, pulls up, hits it, back-to-back 3s. A mini 6-0 spurt here for Southwestern, cuts into this lead. They're down 11.
5:25 to go before the half. Tabor 28, Southwestern 17. Tabor went on a 17-0 run, but Southwestern has countered with back-to-back 3s. And the Builders have trimmed it to 11. Tabor out of a 30-second Sean Reed timeout, inbounding full length of the floor against some pressure applied here by the Builders. Southwestern really flustered Bethany on Wednesday with their full court press. And they backed into a 2-3 zone.
Oh, here's a near steal in the backcourt. It was Evans trying to take it away from Weedle. But yeah, it's this 2-2-1 full court zone press. It can cause some havoc because this Southwestern team's athletic.
Bonham dribbling horizontally across the floor in backcourt, turns it over, a baseball pass ahead, intercepted by Southwestern, and they have it moving to our left. Miller with it at the foul line, kicks it right to Henderson, another 3, splutters halfway down but out, rebound tipped around down low, and a push called on Southwestern over the back. Marissa Evans, a JV player last year for the Builders, much improved from a year ago. She's a sophomore from Wichita, went to Wichita North, averaging 7.5 points per game here in her sophomore campaign.
And she had a big-time spark against Bethany on Wednesday. Had 11 points, shot 5 of 8 shooting to help them beat the Swedes in Lindsborg.
We're midway through the second quarter, bottom at the line for Tabor. That was the 6th foul in the period on Southwestern. Her first free throw rattles home. 29-17. The lead is a dozen for the home club, the Tabor Blue Jays. Bottom deep breath, free throw airborne and true. And it's 30-17 in favor of Tabor. Southwestern with the ball. They're 5, Evans, Krusko, Rogers, Henderson, and Miller. Veering right, Rogers takes it to the right wing, plays it in the corner to Evans. Evans with her back to the bucket, zips it up high to Miller. Miller holds a triple threat, pirouettes to the rim, bumped at the iron, shot doesn't fall, but she's fouled. And Jordan Miller headed to the line for Southwestern after a downhill dribble drive.
Yeah, for Southwestern. Go through Miller, and Miller takes it upon herself, gets the ball at the top of the key, gets inside on her dribble, and gets to the foul line. Miller shooting 78% from the foul line. That's a great percentage for the 6-foot post player from Wichita.
She swishes the first one through there. It's 30-18 Tabor. Second one also true. And with 4:45 to go before the half, 30-19. It's an 11-point lead for Tabor. But Southwestern bothering Tabor with some full court pressure, and they force a turnover. Olivia Brubacher got the ball rolled up on her right hip and double dribbled with it.
Southwestern a bucket away to get this to a single-digit deficit. Remember, Henderson had a big-time 3, and Miller also had a 3 during this mini run.
Southwestern has it out front. They have forced back-to-back turnovers with their pressure. Out high between the rings, Henderson angles her dribble to the right forecourt. Steers left now off a screen. Sends it in the corner to Krusko. A 3 wide right, off the mark, too strong. And a middle-of-the-lane rebound grabbed by Bonham for Tabor. 30-19, Jays by 11. 4:14 to go in the second. Dennison with it left wing, a long way from the cup. Takes her dribble up high, being harassed out front by Evans. Forces her to pick it up, sends it left to Brubacher, a 3 way long, and Henderson chins the board on the backside for the black and purple. Up the floor to Rogers, stops out on the arc, gets it to Henderson left point, burrows to the basket, draws 2 defenders, sends it topside to Miller. A 3, she cans it!
Wow.
And it's 30-22. Tabor leads by 8 with 3:45 to go in the second. Southwestern charging back here on the road.
Yeah, 11-3 run here by Southwestern. Miller coming into this game just had 17 three-point baskets made. She has 2 tonight.
Dennison weaving back and forth up high. Draws 2, kicks to the top, buckets on a straightaway 3 from Anna Marie Wilkin, who doesn't play a ton for Tabor, seeing extended minutes due to the absence of Morgan Ediger, an all-league guard who broke her wrist on December 9th against Bethany, averages 17 points per game. For Tabor, they expect her back mid to late February. Miller attacking on the other end, an and one basket. Twists her body in midair, able to bake it through on the right side, and she's headed to the line for the old-fashioned 3.
Yeah, she decides, because she's made a couple out there, Tabor closing out hard, and she decides to take it to the middle of the lane and gets to the basket, gets the body contact, and this time finishes her shot and has a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
She's an outstanding free throw shooter at nearly 80% on the year. She splashes it through. So Tabor gets 3 the conventional way, and then Southwestern gets an and one, and here's a steal out near midcourt by the Builders. Eiley plays it ahead to Canada. She rushes the layup, a miss from point-blank range. She can't believe it, hands up high in disbelief as she runs back to play defense.
Yes, I think she even gave herself an eye roll as she was coming back, upset that she missed that shot.
Leisler has it for Tabor. They swing through to the high post to Weedle. The handoff to Dennison, who's been quiet in the second quarter. At a game-high 10 after 1. Sammy Jo Peterson pulls the trigger on a baseline jumper from long range. She gets popped in the head and fouled. The 8th foul on the Builders in the quarter. Tabor's been in the double bonus since the 6.5-minute mark. And with 2:32 to go before the break, Tabor going back to the line.
No tough stretch there for Canada. She misses the layup down at the other end and then gets called with the foul. Tabor, good job though. Great ball movement. Dennison finding Peterson across court. And Peterson taking it hard to the basket.
Peterson misses the first, converts on the second to split the pair with 2:32 to go in the second frame. 34-25, Tabor by 9. Southwestern with the ball. Big possession for the Builders offense. Right wing Miller plays it into the corner to Henderson. Angles her dribble around the horn to the left side as she works it over to Eiley here on the near boundary. Kills her bounce, 10 on the timer. A long way from the goal, Henderson out front. Henderson works left, Henderson gives it up. Canada walks with it on a head and shoulder fake. Michaela Canada, the sophomore, originally from Queens, New York, went to Land O'Lakes High School in Florida. Chips in with 6 points per game, making her second consecutive start for Southwestern. With the miscue there, and Tabor has the ball. Here's that Southwestern 2-3 zone that was incredibly effective on Wednesday against Bethany. Tabor trying to shoot him out of it. High arcing, Rackler scraping three from the left wing. Megan Voth knocks it down. 37-25, it's a 12-point lead for the home club Tabor. Eiley trying to counter. High lifting three is there from the near side. Both of them very similar rainbow shot threes.
Yeah, gonna bring down rain on both of those threes, but back-to-back threes by both teams here. And this game is starting to heat up. You can feel the intensity.
Denniston topside, stationed out front. Lobs it left. They bounce it in the short corner. Turn around from Leisler. Bounces 3 times around the rim and pinballs through the net.
Yeah, nice touch by Leisler. It was kind of a straight angled shot there, but hits the back iron, or the side iron, the other side iron, and then falls in.
Canada jacks a three. Short, barely skims the near side rim. Rebound falls to Weedle with under a minute to go before the half. Tabor by 11 with the rock. They play it in the corner. Sammy Jo Peterson, a head fake, pulls the trigger on a 15-footer, hoists up an air ball. Backside rebound, plucked by Henderson. Henderson fuels the break for Southwestern. Angles here to the near sideline. Kills her bounce. She's in some trouble. Plays it close range to Walk. Walk is a sharpshooter from downtown. Keep an eye on her. Out high to Canada. Lobs left side on an ISO play. Eiley bumping with Bonham. Shot, yes! And one! Dominic Eiley headed to the line for Southwestern. An athletic combo player, can play multiple positions. She's got 5 here in the quarter, and with 27.8 on the timer, it's 39-30 Tabor here in the second quarter.
Peterson lost her, and able to use her body to get the three-point play opportunity.
Eiley puts in the freebie. 39-31. Tabor by 8 with the ball. The shot clock is off. Tabor will hold for the final shot. Denniston yo-yoing the dribble out near the midcourt line. Now kicks it into a higher gear as we get down to 10. Denniston off a screen. We're down to 8. Denniston to the rim. Has her shot partially blocked by Walk. And there's Miller with the rebound. Outlets to Henderson. Down to 2. Down to 1. Henderson lets it fly from midcourt. Oh, it's an air ball. But it looked good from here. Halftime is here, and it's Tabor 39, Southwestern 31. Tabor went on a 17-0 run from late in the first quarter to the midway point of the second frame and built a 28-11 lead. But Southwestern weathered that storm, and they've trimmed it to 8 here at the half.
And Denniston gave Southwestern there in that last play a little bit of time to get maybe one more shot off. She shot with about 8 seconds left, and so Southwestern able to rebound and throw up a prayer there at the end. But pretty fiery first half of basketball here. Tabor made the run in the first quarter. Southwestern fought back. They were down by 15 at one point. All of a sudden, they've cut the lead to 8 going to the locker room. So you got to feel Southwestern has a little momentum on their side going into the locker room. Tabor is going to have to go back to regroup, talk it over a little bit, and see what they need to do here in the second half.
Tabor's won 7 straight in the series. Southwestern's last win, February 15th of 2014 in Winfield. They swept Tabor that season, and they're trying to get back on the right-hand column with a win here on the road in Hillsboro. At the half, it's Tabor 39, Southwestern 31. This is the KCAC Radio Network. Jeremy Bone has a KCAC Rewind coming up next. He's Levi Estes. I'm James Wesley and Cody Blair on the controls. Tabor by 8 at the break on the KCAC Radio Network.
You're doing a great job, Cody. We're going to take the headsets off and get a little breather here at the half.
3-point win for Oklahoma Wesleyan over McPherson in Bartlesville. That was at Oklahoma Wesleyan. Sterling gets a nice road win at Ottawa, 64-51, and a 13-point win for the Warriors on the road. K-Dub leads York, approaching halftime 32-14 in Salina. Friends pasting St. Mary 35-14 after break in that one. And Bethany and Bethel tied up at 26 as they approach halftime in North Newton. For Southwestern, they've been led by Jordan Miller with 13 over teams 31. And on the other side, Tabor's been led by Taylor Denniston, and she has 10. Break all of those in the first quarter, 39-31. Tabor with the halftime lead.
Yep, Southwestern, the visitors from Winfield, shot 10 of 24 from the field at 41%. They were 5 of 11 from behind the arc at 45%. They were perfect from the carry strike, 66. In the first half for Tabor College, they shot 14 of 26, shot 53%. First half hot shooting. For Tabor, they were 4 of 8 from the 3, and they were 7 of 10. From foul trap at 70%. The rebounding total, not a little bit of an edge to Tabor at 15 rebounds to Southwestern 11. Tabor did have those big 4 offensive rebounds in the first half. Tabor did not turn over the ball very much in the first half. They had 7 on pace for their per game average of 14. And for Southwestern, they had 9 turnovers in the first half. Tabor College, remember, led by 17 points at the 6:20 mark in the second quarter. Southwestern cut the lead to 8 going into the break, 39-41. Only been 2 lead changes in this game, and all Tabor up to this point.
Tabor has the ball to start the final 2 quarters. They'll have it to start the third here anyway. Rebounding out to midcourt. Lead by 8. Tabor, the approach to our left. Same 5 that started the contest for both squads. Nobody in foul trouble. Bonham launches a 3 from the right wing. A 25-footer is an air ball. It sails out of bounds on the backside of the near corner. Southwestern has it, trailing by 8. 15 seconds into this third frame.
Bonham shocked herself on that shot. She missed it badly, laughing with her teammates to start the third quarter.
Miller pulls up from just below the left elbow and buries a mid-range J. He's up to 15 points to lead all scorers. Southwestern with the first points of the third, they've trimmed it to 6.
Miller is not in any joking kind of mood. She is serious out there. Eyes are focused when she made that shot.
Denniston wiggles left, gets it back on a return pass. Hoists up a 3 from the Coffin corner and rains it in. And it's Tabor 42, Southwestern 33. Minute gone by here in the third.
Denniston finds herself open in the corner. Lasky was screened off, did not get Denniston. A nice job knocking down that 3-point basket.
Canada on the move, high stepping around the left side of the arc. Whips it out front to Miller. Eyes the rim, gives it back to Canada, left point on a stop and start move. The pick and the roll is there, and Miller elevating for a layup. A blocking foul called down low as Miller Pogo sticks to the rim. She's headed to the foul line for a pair. Southwestern perfect in the first half, 6 of 6 from the stripe.
There you go, Peterson. Their second personal foul. First team foul for the Bluejays. Miller goes to the line. Everything's up on the table.
Free throw through there. Second goes on the other side off. Blue and gold trim. Southwestern to go back to purple. Tabor with it up high. Very flat. It's Peterson. Puts it underhand as she shuttles out the arc to Denniston. She's tilted in some trouble. Hook pass. Big post left to Wheeler. Working right. Tries to dip the up and under. No. Collects her own miss as she tips it to herself. Sends it back out of the yard to Sammy Jo Peterson. Off the screen, Leisler elevates it. She's fouled by Henderson. In deep. Just inside the near block. The left is unpainted here in Hillsboro. 8:08 to go in the third. It's an 8-point lead for Tabor.
Leisler has that ability to call contact. That time, able to do so. On Henderson picked up the first foul. Leisler at the line for 2.
Birch the first, getting one more. Trying to balloon the Tabor lead to 10, and she does. It's 44-34. Favor of the home club, Tabor. 8:05 to go in the third quarter. Canada, slight bounce as she tries it across the midcourt stripe. Here's to the right, elevates, knocks down a 16-footer. Pretty shot by Michaela Canada. Southwestern hoping that'll get her on track. 44-36. It's an 8-point lead for Tabor as they try and counter. Working to our left in the half-court set.
Bailey gets it to the lane. Finds some opening. Goes ahead, knocks that shot down.
Bottom on the handle. Drills to her right, goes down into the corner. Shovels it to Weedle. Too far underneath. Loses the dribble. Off her right foot, out of bounds. Trying to circle the wagons down low. Stride for stride defense by Southwestern's Miller. And with 7:35 to go in the third, Southwestern really by 8 has the ball.
Really fun matchup, Weedle versus Miller. Weedle trying to get inside, but just got too close to that baseline.
Lasky, athletic point guard, has it up high. Gets it to Miller. Turnaround short. Off the near side rim. Rebound gobbled up by Weedle, one of the top rebounders in the league, the 5'11 forward for Tabor. Outlets to Denniston. It's a return pass left point. Wears a compression sleeve on her left leg. Steers her dribble out to the right. Her heels on the arc, on the perimeter. Dumps it over the top. Weedle lays it in with the left hand. Pinned Miller on her hip, and Miller knew it. She was in trouble on the catch. And Tabor has pushed their lead to double digits. For the first time here in the second half, it's 46-36.
Yeah, Miller trying to get a steal, got out of position, and Weedle takes advantage.
Canada from the foul line, the rise and fire, kicks off the back rim hard, and the board grabbed by Tabor. Tabor's held Southwestern to just 2 offensive rebounds in the contest. Tabor with the ball out front, faking left, sliding right, soaring in for a right-handed layup. Sammy Jo Peterson, one of the top candidates in the league for freshman of the year, puts it through, and Tabor leads by a dozen, 48-36 here in the third quarter. Henderson answers on the other end with a downhill dribble drive and a left-handed scoop shot at the rim off the window.
Well, Southwestern looking for that second player to step up tonight and put some offensive production. It could be Henderson. Henderson has 8 points right now.
Dennison, a high arcing right wing three, splashes it through. She rings the bell from the far side, and with 5:54 to go in the third, a Tabor three gives them a 51-38 lead over Southwestern. Builders with the ball, they break the arc. Evans, a hop step into the lane, kicks it back out in the corner to Lasky. Cross-court boundary to boundary. The catch, Canada, the crossover dribble. Canada gets around Denniston, goes in for a right-handed layup, an aggressive move by Michaela Canada. And it's 51-40 as she finishes for Southwestern. Tabor leads by 11, they have the ball.
A back and forth game right now. Both teams heating up from the floor.
Leisler has it left front court, a crafty guard. Sends it in the corner to Peterson. Holds the ball high above her head. Shot clock approaching 10 seconds as Leisler works mid-range right. Pulls it out in the corner. Trying to lob it down low to Weedle. Weedle with her back to the bucket. Whistled for a walk as she tries to send it back out on the yard. With 5:10 to go in the third quarter, Tabor with their 9th turnover. Southwestern down by 11, has the ball. Both teams shooting the cover off the thing. Tabor at 52%, Southwestern at nearly 45% from the floor.
One thing post coaches talk about, when the post gets the ball inside, the post defender takes a step back. Sometimes you lose your balance when you're on offense. That time Weedle did, ends up traveling.
Rogers soars in for a banker from close range, leaves it short. An official's timeout, an injured Blue Jay, a Tabor player down just below the circle. And it looks like it's Kelsey Unruh, a junior from Heston, who averages 5 points per game, 3 rebounds per night, shoots 46% from the floor, 8 has her shot blocked, stuffed by Henderson. The long-range guard for Southwestern. They're off and running as they fuel the break. They hit the trailer at the top. Rogers a three, nearly banked it in. But it kicks hard off the strong side rim. And And a front side rebound gathered in by Brubacher for Tabor.
Yeah, good look there for Southwestern, but Tabor not allowing any offensive rebounds. Did a great job on the glass.
They're now out rebounding the Builders 20-12. Dennison left-handed layup. Too strong at the rim. Shot was bothered by Miller. And Miller plucks the rebound off the front iron. It's into Lasky up the floor. Crosses over, heads to the rim, flips it up the left hand, and it sneaks in. And Lasky with an explosive first step gets in deep, and that trims it to 9 with 3:48 to go in the third.
Yeah, she has the second most minutes on the team next to Miller. But that was a great crossover, quick and to the basket. Tabor not ready for that.
Tabor's Dennison has 6 in this quarter. The give and go lob over the top to Weedle. Weedle fumbles the catch out of bounds, but poked away by Miller of Southwestern. So Tabor maintains possession, shooting 56.5% from the floor. The Tabor has turned it over 9 times through 2.5 quarters with 3:34 to go in the third. Tabor leads at 51-42 here at home. They're deadly at home, but they fell on Wednesday to Cada. Bottom off the inbound, leans in for a bunny, gets undercut, hits the deck awkwardly, landing on her backside. She appears to be okay, and she's headed to the foul line for 2 for the Jays. Tabor leads at 53-42 over Southwestern, trying to push their streak to 8 over the Builders. Back in a moment. This is the KCAC Radio Network. KCAC Radio Network, brought to you by Nextech Wireless. Lowest rates, flexible plans, exceptional customer service, and coverage for everywhere you are. Say goodbye to being just a number. Say hello to something different at Nextech Wireless. Oklahoma Wesleyan won at home earlier today against Mac, 76-64. Sterling got a big road win at Ottawa. Sterling now 9-3 in league, 64-51 there. 39-18, K-Dub handling York and Salina. Friends pasting St. Mary 44-23 in Wichita, and Bethany leads Bethel on the road in North Newton 32-29. Our score here, Tabor 53, Southwestern 42. 3.5 to go in the third. Southwestern with the ball. They lob it to Miller, edge of the lane. Miller pirouettes to the rim, twisting her way to the iron. She's fouled. And she elevates. Miller has 16 to lead Southwestern. Southwestern 7 of 8 from the foul line as a club on the night.
Miller doing a great job getting to the foul line. 16 so far.
Comes the Southwestern pressure, which was very effective in the first half. Tabor struggling with it. They get it to the middle of the floor, and then they throw it away, trying to lob it up the right sideline. Baseball pass on the other end. Southwestern's Canada able to score from in close, and it's 43-46. Make it 53-46, I should say, rather. Southwestern with another near steal out near the timeline. They wrestle it away from Weedle,
and the possession arrow favors Tabor. 2:55 to go in the third. It's getting closer here at Hillsboro. Southwestern's on a mini 4-0 burst, and they've trimmed it to a 7-point deficit.
Do they have 1 second? Get the ball and drop it. 21 on the shot clock.
Yes.
Now 1 second.
And that's a rule change for this season. A jump ball or a timeout used to reset the 10 seconds, but it doesn't. So Tabor has to inbound beyond midcourt, and they do. They get it up the right sideline. Over there to Wilkin. Wilkin across the way in some trouble, and Wilkin walks with it. Trying to pivot out of a double team. That's the third straight Tabor turnover.
This pressure really bothering the Blue Jays, and New Southwestern, why not do this all the time?
Southwestern with the ball in the half-court set. Canada down in the corner pocket to Miller. Baby J, yes, she soaks it, and it's Tabor 53, Southwestern 48. Southwestern's on a 6-0 run, and they're on a 10-3 burst. It was 51-38 at one time.
Soft touch around the basket. Jordan Miller, good-looking shot.
Dennison curls off the screen, can't get into the lane. Stopped at the elbow, finds Peterson on the weave. Peterson's running right-hander as she glides across the paint. Missing wide right, no. Off target, and the board collected by Southwestern. Lasky thought about the pull-up. Skips it left to Henderson. Henderson puts it on the floor, out high to Miller. Miller halfway down the lane, spins underneath. Miller's banker, off the mark, near side. Rebound collected by Bonham for Tabor. She outlets to Denniston. Tabor has it near sideline as they push the tempo. Sammy Joe Peterson jabbing it at Rogers. Minute 45 to go in the third. Tabor by 5 with the ball. They hand to Bonham, thought about a three, puts it on the floor, heads to the basket. Shot slips around Lasky and one. Squeezes it around the guard. And beg your pardon, the foul's on Canada of Southwestern. Bonham going back to the line. She's had a big night for Tabor. She's got 8.
Yeah, Bonham. The Blue Jays needed a basket. They've gone to her, and Bonham that time strong to the basket. He had one opportunity.
Free throw, all net. Tabor 56, Southwestern 48. Approaching 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Canada crosses over, has an alley to the 10. Bumped at the last moment, still able to stick it. And Canada has 10 points for Southwestern. She is the second builder in double figures.
A little bit of contact, but the officials letting them play.
Dennison, the all-league point guard, had a huge first half, up to 16 on the game. Sammy Joe Peterson blasts around Miller and able to lay it in on the right-hand side. Just over a minute to go. Southwestern rips the ball quickly out of the net, pushes the pace, and Lasky fouled on the runner. As she's floating towards the inline, and the athletic guard for the Builders going to the line, trying to add to her 6 points. The minute 6 to go in the third, 58-50. It's an 8-point lead for Tabor.
Lasky, good job in transition.
Free throw's not there, just a shade off the mark to the right. One more. Outlets to Dennis with a minute to go. Tabor leads by 8. They've got the ball, working from right to left on your radio. We'll check with Coach Reed for the call. Dennison bobs, top side to Weedle. Slip it back door to Denniston. She's hacked on the arm as she elevates from underneath in that restricted area. Lasky commits the foul for Southwestern. With 47.6 to go in the quarter. Tabor trying to expand on an 8-point lead. It's 58-50 Jays.
Aggressive move by Dennison. That's backdoor cut. Free throw opportunity here. Free throw is going to be big down the stretch here for Tabor.
A rare miss from the line from Denniston as it swirls off. She's top 3 in the league from the stripe at 84%. Birds the second front rim, some help from the glass and through the net. 59-50, it's a 9-point lead for Tabor. Southwestern has the ball. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Miller corner. Right, spins down low on the block. Elevates, shot, they'll wipe it off. And color for an offensive foul. As she barrels into a J down low. With 36.1 seconds to go in the third, and Southwestern coach Whitney Corley arguing that Tabor was in the restricted area.
Official Tells you what he saw. Not happy with it, but got to play on. Miller gets the second personal foul.
Under a half minute to go here in the third quarter. It's 59-50. It's a 9-point lead for the home club Tabor. Tabor outscoring Southwestern by 1 here in this third quarter, 20-19. Denniston, stationary dribble, hip high, right side, out near the timeline. Now the approach to the top of the key. The throw back to the right to Leisler. Leisler launches a straightaway triple. It's an air ball. Sammy Joe Peterson beats the shot clock buzzer. It's an air ball from in deep. Crusko the rebound, lobs it up the floor to Canada. It's tipped out of bounds at the horn underneath. We head to the fourth quarter. Southwestern will have the ball. Tabor leads it by 9, 59-50 after 3. This is the KCAC Radio Network by Rockingham Media. Tabor 8-3 in league play. Southwestern 3-8. It was close in the first matchup back on November 15th in Wakefield, 83-75, the final in favor of Tabor. If you're Tabor, what do you have to do here in this fourth quarter to try and hang on? And if you're Southwestern, how do you claw back in?
Well, I think you just have to play even with Southwestern in this fourth quarter. You can't give up easy buckets. Obviously, Jordan Miller is going to get her points, but you can't let anyone else beat you if you are Tabor. But right now, Canada has 10 points. Henderson has 8 points. So you got a couple players for Southwestern you got to be aware of, but you can't give up any open looks. You can't give up open three-point baskets. And Jordan Miller, she's going to get her points, but you just got to play even with Southwestern. Southwestern, on the other hand, they've got to get on a run here, and they've got to do it early. Only 10 minutes left in this game.
Southwestern whistled for an offensive foul away from the ball. Miller down low in the lane, trying to clear out some space on the catch. Henderson dumped it over the top, and Miller whistled for her third foul.
You know, Southwestern got out of their zone when they were on that run for whatever reason, and it seemed to affect their momentum.
A whistle and a walk here on the catch. In the front court left side, Leisler made an over-the-shoulder catch and shuffled her feet on the reception. So Southwestern gets it with 9:39 to go in the game. 59-50. It's a 9-point lead for Tabor. Southwestern with the ball here on the KCAC Radio Network. Southwestern sloppy dribble, mishandling it. Tabor with the steal, a theft out near the midcourt line, then a whistle and a double dribble on Tabor. 4 turnovers in the first 32 seconds of the fourth quarter, 2 by each team.
Yeah, pretty sloppy by both teams right now. Each team need to settle down here and set up their offense.
Easily by Esses, I'm James Westling, Cody Blair on the controls. We're in Hillsboro tonight for a KCAC Network doubleheader. Southwestern, they hail from Winfield. They've got the ball, and Crusko gives it up. Lost it out of bounds in the short corner, trying to curl inside. Here comes the Southwestern press. They trap Unruh, lobs it up the near sideline to Brubacher. Brubacher being chased by Crusko and Henderson, picks up her dribble. She's in some trouble. Plays it in the corner to Leisler. Leisler attacks along the inline, and she steps out of bounds. A sloppy start here in the first 59 seconds of the fourth. We're up to 6 combined turnovers.
No, we have yet to see a shot taken in this fourth quarter. Southwestern has an opportunity to do it right here.
Miller a step back 3. Short off the near side rim. A rebound snatched away by Peterson for Tabor. Tabor leads by 9. 8:43 to go in the game. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Sammy Joe Peterson off a scissor cut up high. Bounces below the circle to Unruh. Turns her back to the basket. A couple of dribbles. Flips to Brubacher. Brubacher's in some trouble at the foul line. Brubacher kicks to Leisler. 7 on the shot clock. Sammy Joe Peterson Gets around Krusko, elevates, and hits from in the middle of that painted area down low.
Yeah, nice job there, getting the ball inside, and Tabor extends their lead to double figures.
Miller out on the arc to Krusko. Extra pass up high. Henderson spots for three and knocks it down. Henderson's a sharpshooter. 5th in the league with 36 threes coming in.
And in double figures now, 3rd builder in double figures. She has 11.
Denniston thought about the short jumper. Gives it up to Unruh. Unruh bumped at the iron, wanted the whistle. All 3 refs hanging on to it. Tabor with an offensive rebound. Then they heave it into backcourt for a violation. 7:41 to go in the game. Tabor 61, Southwestern 53. It's an 8-point lead for the Jays.
So yeah, Southwestern coach Whitney Corley talking to her player right here in front of us. I was trying to listen in, and they're trying to draw something up here in the half court.
Corley down low, drives a foul. Canada, I should say rather, draws a foul down low. So this will put Michaela Canada at the line for Southwestern in the road black and purple.
Yeah,
7:34 to go.
She shoots a little bit better than you in the free throw total at 84%.
Just slightly.
Good looking shot there. Yeah, this is if you're Tabor, you don't want to do this. You don't want to put Southwestern to the line if the clock stops.
Canada goes 1 of 2. That's more like me there.
That looked like my shot, I'll tell you.
The second one was long off the back of that pumpkin orange iron. 7:22 to go. Sammy Jo Peterson hoists up a 3. It's an air ball from the left point. Contested from long range, and Southwestern clears after the Tabor miss. Rogers up high. Get it down low to Miller. Miller leans in with a baby J. The half hook sputters off the near side rim. And the rebound wrestled away by Tabor.
Good defense there by Tabor. Miller just pushed that one to the right.
61-54. Tabor with the lead. Bonham down low. Fouled late. This will put her at the line for 2. Bonham with 9 for Tabor. Tabor's got 3 J's in double figures. Denniston with 17. And Peterson and Leisler each with 11. Bonham trying to become the 4th Blue Jay to get to double figures.
And it picks up her 3rd personal foul. Miller and Canada on the floor with 3.
There's 6:52 to go in the 4th quarter. Bonham splashes through the charity to make it Tabor 62, Southwestern 54. Tabor leads by 8. Bonham averages 7.2 points per outing. Shoots 36% from downtown, 67% from the foul line, but she's been nearly automatic tonight. Now 9 of 9. She's been perfect tonight from the line. Southwestern, the give and go. The screen and the slip right down the middle. They find Henderson for an easy bucket. Southwestern with a quick answer. 6:32 to go. It's back to a 7-point lead for Tabor.
And Coach Reed looking a little nervous talking to his team. And here's a big shot here by Bonham.
Bonham silencing the Southwestern rally. Swishes through a left point triple. The tray gives Tabor a 10-point lead. Rogers out front. Rogers shovels it across the lane. Rogers loses it. Has it stolen away by Tabor. With 6:06 to go in the contest, Tabor leads at 66-56 here at home.
Yeah, Southwestern really trying to pick up the pressure defense here in the half court.
Denniston over to Bonham. Another 3. Airborne. Swirls off the back rim. The board collected by Southwestern's Eiley. Outlets to Rogers. Back to Eiley here on the near boundary. Eiley looking inside. A couple of dribbles upward towards the top of the key. Circles high. Gives to Henderson. Calling for a screen. It's there for Miller. Henderson works to the left. Henderson to Miller. Miller from the foul line. High lifting jumper. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound. Volleyed out near the top of the key. Tabor has it. And they'll push it up the left sideline. Wilkins with it on the arc near side. A deflection, but it gets through from a wing to point pass to Bonham. Bonham, who wears number 1. 5:15 to go in the game. Bonham curls inside. Bonham, the up and under. She lays it in. Timeout Southwestern with 5:09 to go in the contest. Tabor leads by 12, 68-56. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here.
Got to give Tabor College a lot of credit tonight. They are keeping Southwestern off the offensive glass. Still just 2 offensive rebounds. Again, Southwestern has Jordan Miller, who averages over 7 rebounds per game. And so they are doing a great job in that category in terms of Southwestern's numbers in the offensive glass. They are 11th in the KCAC, just under 9 offensive rebounds per game. But Tabor, they're the worst rebounding team in the KCAC. That's surprising with their ranking at second in the conference. They get just 31 boards per game. So Tabor doing a great job tonight. And that's really been the difference because Southwestern shooting 48% from the field. They're shooting the ball fairly well in this contest.
Tabor's won 7 straight in the series, but they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. Henderson with it, right wing. Plays it in the corner to Evans. Evans on the weave, hands to Canada. Had it stripped, wanted a foul, and Tabor with the theft around the elbow. Denniston across the midcourt stripe from right to left. Slight crouch as she brings it up. Lobs to the foul line to Leisler. Leisler straddles the arc, gives to Denniston a long way from the cup. Cross course to the left as she skips it through to Peterson. Hooks it to Leisler, left of the lane. Leisler elevates. Leisler's shot rolls halfway down, but toilet rolls out. There's Denniston. Able to squeeze around Lasky for an offensive rebound and a basket. 8th offensive rebound for Tabor, and they're leading the second chance points 11-5.
Yeah, somehow Denniston just got inside position. Great opportunity for Denniston to get an offensive rebound and put back.
Canada pulls up from the foul line for Southwestern. Shots long, and the rebound cleared by Tabor. Under 4 to go in the game, 70-56. Tabor has their largest lead of the second half. It's 14.
Yeah, I think Southwestern getting tired here, trying to make that run. They just don't seem to have any legs right now.
Leisler gets around Evans. Plays it to Unruh at the foul line. Nice head fake, draws 2 defenders. The extra pass up high. The hockey assist from Unruh as Peterson buckets from the top of the circle. Tabor leads by 17, 73-56.
Yeah, 14 points for Peterson.
Corner 3 from Henderson. In and out, no. Rebound falls below the circle to Leisler for Tabor. She collects it. She gets around her defender. She fuels the break, centers it straight away, and then lobs it left to Peterson. Tabor leading by 17 with 3 minutes and change to go in the contest. They go 4 corners for Peterson. Stops on the block. Flips to Unruh. Unruh working left around the foul line. In the corner to Bonham. A head fake. Bonham up and under. Yes! Bonham's got 18 points for Tabor as she has exploded in the second half. 2:47 to play. Tabor has their largest lead. They ballooned it to 19. Evans, short corner jumper off the mark. Rebound, Leisler. She underhands to Denniston on the outlet, and Denniston will pull it out deep on the right-hand side to work some clock.
Yeah, trying to burn it here, milking this clock. Here's a quick shot here by Peterson. Peterson taking it herself on the right wing and goes up with a nice basket there.
Tabor's on a 9-0 run, and they lead at 77-56. Lasky with it, gets inside, the running right-hander, kicks off the back iron. Offensive rebound, Southwestern. Kick out 3 in the corner from Henderson. It won't go either. And Southwestern has gone ice cold from the floor as Tabor leads by 19 with under 2 to go.
The largest lead of the game. When people see the score online, I think it was a blowout, and it really won't indicate how close this game was at one point.
Southwestern had it down to 5. It was 53-48. But since then, it's been all Tabor's. Bonham throws up a desperation 3. Tabor burned every second off the shot clock. It doesn't fall. Southwestern with the board. The up and under reverse layup for Miller goes. Timeout Southwestern with 1:26 to play. Tabor 77, Southwestern 58. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here.
Tabor just trying not to foul there. They let Miller get that easy bucket. Tabor going to move to 9-3 in KCAC play. And take a look at the top of the KCAC standings, James. We don't have a score on Friends yet, but Tabor, Oklahoma Wesleyan, and Sterling all will be at 9-3 after tonight. Friends
leads St. Mary big.
So they're going to go to 10-2. So, but there is a heated battle for second place right now in the KCAC, and you still have Kansas Wesleyan and Bethany underneath there. KW at 7-4, Bethany at 6-5. So KCAC is tough this year in terms of competition. It's going to be anyone's contest when you get to tournament time.
This is the opening night of the second round of the KCAC round robin schedule. Against some Southwestern pressure, Tabor throws it away. Trying to lob it up the floor with a push pass here on the near sideline. They wing it over the head of Howard. Tabor turns it over for the 16th time, which is very uncharacteristic of a Tabor basketball team. They're usually under 14. But the points off turnovers, Tabor has limited Southwestern to 7. Southwestern has the ball, down by 19. With a minute 12 to go. Henderson flips it left to Eiley. Now to Miller, straightaway three. High lifting and in. It's there for Jordan Miller. Miller's delivered with 25 tonight for Southwestern. Here comes the full court pressure by the Builders. As Wilkins with it, gets rid of it, plays it to Balth, and she's fouled.
One thing that might affect this Tabor team down the stretch, there is a weakness at their bench. Only 8 points off the bench. Obviously they're missing Morgan Edinger, but you got to be able to produce off the bench come Kearney time.
Here's the 17th Tabor turnover. Another lead pass gone awry, but then Southwestern gives it right back. With 44.1 to go, Henderson trying to tightrope the far boundary. 77-61. Tabor coach Sean Reed wants a timeout to advance the ball. With 44 seconds to go, it's 77-61. Tabor leads it. It's a 30-second timeout. Our broadcast is brought to you in part tonight by Next Tech Wireless. Haven't made the switch yet to Next Tech Wireless? Ask about their new contract buyout program. Discover something different. Say hello to exceptional customer service and coverage everywhere you are with Next Tech Wireless. Tabor leads at 77-61 over Southwestern here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Game 2, the nightcap, featuring Tabor and Southwestern. On the men's side, will feature 1 against 2. Southwestern's 10-1 in league, 17-2 overall, ranked 6th in the country. Meanwhile, Tabor's won 8 of their last 9 games in league play, and they're right behind them at 8-3.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun matchup tonight in the men's game. Just anxious to kind of see how Southwestern does on the road in a very environment that is very basketball-rich tradition here in Hillsborough.
Bo takes her dribble left wing. She's fouled in the open floor by Henderson. 39.3 to play. That is the third on Henderson. 4th team foul on Southwestern, so they'll have to foul one more time to put Tabor at the line. Tabor's milked about 15 seconds out.
Team's fifth.
Slices 2, goes up for the shot, and a blocking foul on Tabor underneath. 28.1 left. 78-61 Tabor.
free throws.
Southwestern, and they still have a shot to get into the KCAC tournament. They're at 10th right now. St. Mary's is at the 8th spot at 5 and 6. You mentioned that they're down to the Friends tonight. But Ottawa, they're right at the 9th spot. They're also at 3 and 8. They lost a big one at home tonight against Sterling. So there's still opportunities for Southwestern to move up. But they play Bethel and then Sterling. At Sterling for Tabor. They got York first.
Triggered in. Hernandez will play it in here on the near boundary. It's it up high to Wilkin. Back to the left it goes to Howard. Takes her dribble up high. Shot clock is off. Southwestern won't foul, but they'll make Tabor work for it here for the final 20 seconds. 78-63, and now Southwestern will back off in the right front court as Howard. A waist-high stationary bounce. And she pounds the pebbled leather. Counting down the seconds, and Tabor has won 8 straight in the series. 78-63 our final. Back with Tabor coach Sean Reed. You're listening to the KCAC Radio Network.